A question. Excuse me. I apologize for the ugly haircut I have on. Ugly hairstyle. But the protests in Iran and the last 4 years of Trump and everything else has today got me thinking about how easy it is to hurt one another, how easy it is to betray one another, uh, how the world is all connected, and it makes me wonder, why. So what is it that if we're all connected, why is it that people uh, are still fighting each other, people are still hurting each other, hurting one another, and people still think about hurting one another. Why is it that we have to uh, kill people in government so that we can change it for people who are being attacked for freedoms that they think they should have? Uh, the world really can show solidarity with Iranian people right now, and issue visas for all Iranians that want to leave, just as they did with Ukraine. For all Iranians that want to leave the country, the world could, all of Europe and Asia and America could really show solidarity with those people right now. See how many of them leave. See how many of those people leave the country. I'm calling for free flights for because as of right now, Iranians don't even have the privilege because of their because of their government. They don't have the privilege to hop on a plane and go to another country because they don't allow Iranians to do that without obtaining visas for those people. Uh, so, what look at what they did for Ukrainians. At least 2.5 to 5 million left Zelensky, and left Ukraine just before Zelensky and Russia started fighting. I'm calling on, and if you ask me, for me to think about what's going on, it's like these people really don't want to live in a country with those laws. Why not allow there's probably, I don't know, 50 million people. There's probably 10 million people, 50 million, maybe 50 million people that might want to leave the country. There's at minimum, there's 2 or 3 million people that want to leave that country. They're what you would call in America probably is, I don't know if you want a liberal. What do you want to call them? But the Ukrainians that left Russia, they left because there was a war. Believe me, people, there's also a war in Iran against these people. It's so scary for the people in Iran because they have to worry that when they go home, they'll all be rounded up. They'll all be rounded up by this government and taken to jail. And I'm really upset that before these people started protesting, people like Hillary Clinton and people like Joe Biden and people like the Germans and the British and them didn't say, listen, we're bringing this human rights issue to the table, on the world table, and it's something that that we're not just going to ask people to go protest. We know what's going to happen to them if they do protest. We've seen it before. We saw it last year. We saw it 2 years before that. The people that protest, they think that the world has their back, and the only thing they hear is that the world is watching. It's right now too late and not enough to just watch. Somehow these people must be given freedom. Give them passports to Europe. Give them passports to USA. Give them passports to other countries. Let them be free. Let them live in a free society. And while the diplomacy is taking place, let this government see that half of its population won't even live there anymore. How will the economy, how will the economy work for the Iranian government if these people leave that country and they don't even stay there anymore? I'm calling on all Iranians. You don't have to protest. Ask to leave. We have to have the right to leave our country. We have to have the right to escape this country, to leave this country, to find a country that we can live in and do our best. And just not for anything other than to just show the Iranian government that you people will not have any money. You will not have an economy. You will not even have a country with people. Because that's how many people want to leave this country. This would be a first and most historic event of its kind. It would be a political event called the Exodus for freedom. I leave my country for freedom. You have never heard of that before, to where people have left their country for freedom.